Hello, 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 guys. Welcome to another Mortis Miniatures Battle Report. Today we are going big, 12,000 points, Apocalypse game. This side we have the Xenos Scum all the way across. This side we have the Imperial Scum all the way across. I'll go over some of the stuff that's going on here. Plenty of knights, plenty of knights. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 knights going on here. All the artillery. All the artillery. Got some filthy Forge World in the mix, hanging out, loving it. Big tanks, big tanks. That's a big tank. More big tanks, plenty of Land Raiders, all the good stuff. Some bikes hanging out. Good stuff over here. All the rest of the Xenos. Let's see. Xenos also includes the CSM, Friends of Slanesh support group. We got the Tau here, some broadsides hanging out, plenty of Necron warriors hanging out, bunch of CSM hanging out, more filthy, cheesy Forge World, God bless it. All the Ghost Keels, the legend known as the Storm Surge, and plenty more scummy Xenos to go, Tide Wall, great stuff. So what we're going to do is infiltrators have already been done, and we're going to get this party started and let the boys start pulling the trigger. But there's some other stuff in reserves, some more deep striking shenanigans as well, and I'm sure over the course of this battle you will get plenty of time to see what they can do. Ooh, scary stuff. Alright guys, we'll let it get going. Get back to you in a second. We are back. That is the end of turn 1. So much stuff is dead. So much stuff. Everything's moved ahead a little bit. Looks like the big birds came in. What do we got here? Let's see. Knights moving forward. As you can see, we are light 2 knights. 2 were taken off the board. The Thud Guns did some work over here. Wounded the Storm Surge. Wiped out a bunch of stuff. What do we got? Oh no, Jeremy's poor Storm Lord. The Tau forced him to Gets Hot, and he shot it 30 times, and unfortunately took 9 Gets Hots, but he is still alive, and the Tech Priest is making sure of that. What do we got here? Let's see. The Deathwing came in, made short work of Farsight's Tau.
As well as the Hell Brute.
And the Hell Brute as well. No games. No games. All the Deathwing over here still hanging out. This champion just loving it. Cares not at all. Let's see. Big things going on over here still. All the they're having a party over here, drinking a few beers, living the dream. All right. The Storm Surge. The Storm Surge just living it, just loving the hell out of it. On Interceptor killed about how many? 15 veterans that came down to try to grab him. He did not care. He D'd one knight off the table like a proper legend should, and he's just loving it.
Not just a knight, Greg.
Not just a knight. The Atropos Forge World Knight. So there he is, still standing, taking it all. Look at the drop pods around him. He loves it.
The Marines have assaulted.
The Marines have assaulted. The Tide Wall looks like there are a few less fishmen on it. There were more fishmen on it, but now they are all gone. Let's not forget over here, the Necron Pylon did drop in, and it is just making work, doing work, I guess you could say, against these guys who just don't care at all. So yeah, that's what we got. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back to you after the end of turn 2. Here we go, guys. Just after turn 2, and it has really hit the proverbial fan. The Knights are making their way up the field. The birds are totally flying around, murdering all the stuff. The Marines just beating up on Necrons over here. A little bit of Slanesh guys still chilling out. Let's go around this side. Apparently the artillery has just been having a ball. Killed so much stuff. The Thud Guns shot all the way over here. Eliminated a bunch of Fire Warriors. Squad of Crisis Suits just taking a stand right here, right in front of the artillery, telling them come at it. What do we got here? The Storm Lord still just chilling. Tech Priest will not let it die. What we got?
Well, the big one was the loss of the pylon in the centre there.
That's it. So
And
there
the
was a
40
pylon
Necrons.
there.
And 40
And there-
Necrons.
And there was a bunch of Necrons there, but apparently they are no longer there. And there is 2 knights just hanging out there.
Because the
So
other knight got killed.
that's it. The ghost keels can probably be seen now since they're within 12. Moving around this side, we got Deathwing moving their way up the field. Black Templars not caring about nothing like usual.
4 Land Raiders unhurt.
When's the last time you saw? When's the last time you saw 4 Land Raiders on the table, people? Come on.
Probably when there was 8 knights.
That's it.
Shot at.
These guys still hanging around, drinking, living the dream. 2 broadsides sniping. Destroyers just loving it. The legend himself has been removed from the battlefield. The Storm Surge that did all the killing was plinked right off by a drop pod. Thank you. This tide wall looks strangely empty. Looks like the boys backed off of that. Too much of an easy target. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. So we're going to start the top of turn 3 and we'll get back to you after this. Alright guys, the third and final turn all finished. Wow, what a game. I mean, hardly, 1 knight left on the board. Unfortunately, the victory went to the Imperials. This is Cam, the team captain of that side, and Dan, the team captain of the Xenos, and we're going to go ahead and let them give you a summary of how things went. Talk to us, Cam.
Winner takes preference. We lost nearly all our knights to a ridiculous amount of tower firepower. Not to mention the fact that Necrons just don't die, and a stack of Gauss. But basically, here we were able to pull back after getting rid of the tower that were in the back line, push forward with 4 Land Raiders full of Terminators to take that and just kill everything around it. We filled out the middle by just smashing knights into it and killing everything in the way. Here, we pretty much put all our artillery around all those points, so we're able to keep that while shelling everyone off it. Which kind of, pretty much having all those points so close together, I think is what actually won it for us in the end. Because as you can see, there's a bucket load of dead stuff. And it came down to the point, like, literally, we only got this point because we snap-fired Gauss cannons, fired artillery, thud guns, and a super heavy at the Necrons that were still contesting that point. So without them dying, or without, if the bad guys had been able to drop that knight, which is on 1 hull point, it would have been a draw. So it's a very tight victory considering we had 9 super heavies to their 1.
Yeah.
So it's a victory, and you know, I'm just going to point out my chapter master is still alive and is smashing things with a big hammer. So you know, I'll take it. Dan,
Very
thoughts?
good, very good.
Yeah, I've got to say, like, we fought the uphill battle. We, cut the knights down at the knees. 1 knight left, and even that's only on 1 hull point. I reckon we did an absolutely superb job, considering that, we just had one super heavy gargantuan creature.
You were tower
thing.
though.
But clearly,
that
you had answers.
We had answers, absolutely, and you need it. The Necrons and the Tau really make up for the fact that we didn't have the big things. However, we came down everywhere. We scattered ourselves across. We tried to hurt things. There was the chaos. Chaos was always going to be a bit of a distraction. Nothing much more. However. Our crazy dreadnoughts, Hellbrutes and such like didn't quite go the direction they wanted to. He says his chapter master's still alive over there with Cam. I'd like to say my Chaos Lord is still alive.
Hey.
It's not really much of a thing to
Because he's
cry
hiding
about.
on the other side of the board.
Oh no, yeah, he's hiding by taking objective. Brilliant. He also killed helped kill a librarian unit stone dead, so that's all good.
I thought that was a tower guy.
Oh, we finished them. We finished them, baby. So
Also
yeah,
half
look,
health tonight.
there's also that. So yeah, I've got to say the Necrons, the Tau, they did all their jobs. We did everything that we possibly could, but at the end of the day, we just were just overwhelmed. Really, just too many targets, and we quickly ran out of the firepower needed to knock these things off their feet, really. So
I think another turn would have been interesting.
absolutely.
Another turn could have been quite. There's
True.
a lot of. There's 2 riptides back here,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a ghost keel and some broadsides floating around that could have really hurt a lot of stuff here.
No, true. That's
So-
absolutely true.
It's pretty
Look,
brutal to start with 1 storm surge against 7 knights and have 1 left on wall and hall point on the end of turn 3.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
The deep
It just
striking
shows
tower.
it just shows how powerful the Tau are.
Yeah.
And once the Necrons get there, Necrons also just sort of grind things like Knights down, just slowly grind them to pieces, which is really, really vital. My Chaos dropped in and basically committed suicide, but we almost dropped a Knight, and we distracted a lot of things. It's just we just didn't quite have the firepower to really capitalise on that. So at the end of the day, I think we did everything that we possibly could, and yeah, it was great. Things exploded, things died. It's great fun.
Lots of things exploded.
Oh, they really did.
Although win's a win, just gonna say.
That's
Yeah,
it.
something like that. Yeah. I just like the fact that there was probably a gigantic explosion when a knight and the obelisk at the centre just detonated. It would have been like you would have seen that for miles, absolutely miles. So I think that it's things like that. Just that's why you play Apocalypse, really.
That's it. One more shot of our dead piles here. Lots and lots of models involved. And yeah, but thanks for checking out our battle report. Thanks, boys, for a good long day. Plenty of killing, plenty of fun, plenty of super heavies. And yeah, thanks, man. Check out our next one. See ya.